Okay, so we've drawn rectangles and kind of manipulate the shapes and the color and the strokes, the fill of all this thing. Remember, the last thing I worked on was this in and out symbol, I guess. And please note that in the fill, in the stroke here, it says that that's the color that we're using. Okay, I guess if that's what I want to draw some more, that'll be okay. Please note that this rectangle tool, we can select the rectangle tool, but if we switch down on the arrow, we have other shapes as well, right? So we have the rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool, and star tools. Before that, I think I forgot to cover one thing. So if we want to create a shape in rectangle, you could just do a regular shape. If you hold the shift key down, it will constrain its dimension. So basically it's drawing a square. So that might, if you want a perfect square, that might be a good way to do so. Okay, another rectangle. If I draw and put the shift key on, it's going to constrain the width and the length. If I hit the alt key at the same time, please note that it's going from the center out. Without the alt key, it's going from the place that you started to the other kitty corner. You could take these things and, let's see, like I said, when we smush down on this rectangle tool, other tools pop up. If we select the rounded rectangle tool, please note that, we have to set the round, I guess. So with this tool, maybe the first thing you'll do is click and find the dimension that you want. I'll just put 2 by or 3 by 3 for now. 3 by 3, and the radius corner, I'm going to select, let's say, 1/4 inch, 0.25. If I do that and say OK, please note that the radius would be exactly at the 1/4 inch. So the next time you do a rounded corner, it's going to show up as a 1/4 inch. You could always switch this up later, but yeah. Okay. There is the ellipse tool, which does the same thing. So if you click and drag, you'll create an ellipse. Again, if you click and using the shift key, it will constrain the width and length. So now you're drawing a circle. And as always, if you click and put the alt key on, it's going to go from the center out instead of corner to corner. Hit the shift key to constrain and it will draw a perfect circle. So there is no circle tool in this program, but there is an ellipse tool, and if you hit the shift key, it will constrain the width and side so that you could draw a perfect circle at that time. If you smush down and go to the polygon tool, I'm going to change the color because I'm getting tired of the red square. Okay, if you go to the polygon tool, the default might be a hexagon. If you click and let go really fast, you'll get a dialog box, and now you can set the different size to this thing. So if I want a 5-sided star or a 5-sided hexagon, or I'm sorry, an hexagon instead of a octagon instead of a hexagon, I'm going to select 8 sides. Okay, and it'll make a stop sign for me. Okay. We have this other tool that says star tool. It's basically the opposite of the polygon tool. The star tool will let you make a shape that is a star, like a Carl's Jr. symbol. Why am I referencing all these fast food places? Hungry much? Okay. If I use the star tool again and hit the shift key, the alt key, please note that it's going to turn into a perfect sided star, not the not the weird shape one. If I hit the shift key, it's going to constrain the up and down so that it's pointing with the point towards up. If you hit the direct select tool on that, you could always change, oops, I guess it wasn't a direct tool, it was a tool itself. You could change the shape of these things, because basically what Illustrator is drawing are just shapes. It'll help you draw these shapes, I guess. So if you have a shape in mind, you can always modify those. You can modify a basic shape to create your object using the direct select tool.